Welcome to the Goalmouth, ladies and gents, your daily bite-sized soccer news compendium from Dirty Tackle, the Total Soccer Show, and Howler Magazine. It's Friday, July 21st, 2017. My name's Ryan Bailey. Let's get down to business and dip into transfer talk for our first story. As you're probably aware, the transfer market is well and truly heated up right now, with big clubs carelessly throwing around money like a bachelor party next to the stage at a gentleman's club. And they're getting about the same value for money as well. The player who's having the most proverbial ones rain down upon him right now is Neymar, who is, according to several sources, on the verge of a big move to PSG for a record-breaking €222 million, or 3.92 Kyle Walkers in modern parlance. This might be the real deal, it might be newspaper nonsense, or it might be yet another agent attempting to secure a better contract for his client with a bunch of noise. But according to Forbes, this deal could actually cost the Parisians $500 million if it went through. That includes the transfer fee, $34 million a year in wages, and bonuses too. Remember when financial fair play was still a thing? Yeah, me neither. Next up, Monaco are super unhappy with PSG and their wealthy brethren Man City and Real Madrid for tapping up their teenage starlet Kylian Mbappe. According to The Guardian, the Ligue 1 side are threatening to snitch to FIFA about several unauthorised approaches for the teenager. Their statement read, AS Monaco regretfully noticed that important European football clubs made contact with Kylian Mbappe and his entourage without its authorisation. AS Monaco wants to remind these clubs that such actions are contrary to the Article 211 of the Administrative Regulation of the French Football blah 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 and to Article blah 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 of the blah blah blah. Essentially, they want suitors to back off or pony up with a bit more cash. Bizarre footballer statement update now. Kyle Walker is in the USA on Man City's pre-season tour, where he's likely to face his old employer Tottenham in Nashville next Saturday. Can't hardly wait. And he was speaking to the press in Houston before last night's Manchester derby. He said to the BBC, I'm hoping with the world-class players we have here that we'll go off and lift a trophy, which is what I want to do in my career. So what he's saying there is he wants to leave Spurs to join Man City to win trophies. Maybe someone needs to remind young Kyle which club were closer to winning the league in the past few seasons, or they should alert him to how many trophies Man City won last season. I'm not saying he'll have a better chance of winning trophies if he stayed at Spurs. I'm saying it's a bit of a lame reason to cite for leaving. AFCON news now. The CAF have agreed some big changes to the Africa Cup of Nations tournament. Firstly, it's going to follow the lead of UEFA's European Championships by expanding the format to 24 teams because money, hooray. And secondly, it's going to be moved from its usual January slot to the summer. Now that's great news for fans of European clubs who whine about losing their players every other January, but it doesn't seem like great news for the players and the fans. Much of Africa, particularly in the north near that pesky equator you see, is significantly hotter in the summer than the winter, which will make play pretty unsafe and pretty tiresome for those players. There was a reason it was held in January after all, and it wasn't just to irritate European fans. Alright, finally today some news from earlier in the week that's yet to be reported here. Dutch side Heracles are taking #modernfootball to a whole new level by opening a youth academy for their esports team. The six-man first team esports sides already have a manager and an esports GM that's going to be responsible for scouting new talent in players as young as 13 years old. So yes, we're heading to that place where your favourite club makes more money from kids playing FIFA video games than actual real football. Who knows, maybe in 10 years' time they'll stop playing the game on grass altogether and we'll all watch in awe as some spotty teenagers play a computer game. This is the future, people. Alright, on that wonderfully depressing note, that's all for today. Thank you so much for listening and for your continued support of the Goalmouth. We think you're brilliant for downloading this. Good work to all of you. I leave you with today's Goalmouth top tip. If you've got kids, don't waste your money on soccer teams or outdoor exercise of any kind. Buy them a PlayStation and a copy of FIFA instead. Love to your mothers. See you next time.